Bangereng, I hope I'm saying that correctly, versus Team 3. Team 3, shame on them because they were the only team who still has a default name and didn't submit a custom team name. I hope they do that. But for now, we're just gonna have to be satisfied with calling them Team 3. So yeah, on Bangereng's side, wait, I'm actually muting it now. Okay. On the side of Bangereng, we have Ahaf. We have plenty of time, so I guess I'll just say what I know about each player. I know Ahaf to be like a tech enjoyer. I know he can play some hard rock and some DC tech. I think basically anything not mechanically capped, he can be pretty good on. We have Darwin, who is part of the New York community. I think he plays like speed as far as I know, or like high BPM. I'm not really sure. We have Donwing. We have Grippe. We have Hideo. I know Hideo is pretty scary. He's pretty good at streams. He's pretty good at pretty much everything, I'd say. So he's a very well-rounded player. I would say, probably the best captain. He is the captain of Bangereng. And I think compared to other captains, he is kind of in a league of his own, as far as I know. We have Sil, who is the Swiss hidden enjoyer, pretty good at hidden aim. And a very kind of similar vein, we also have Yeneder, who is also very good at like wide spacing aim, especially with hidden, but he's good at he has a pretty good mod proficiency. And it's not too bad at tapping either, so pretty well-rounded. And then one of their feature players, I think, of Zyfrost. It was their first pick, and Zyfrost is, just speaking from teaming with him and playing a match with him yesterday, he very much carried us. He's very good at hard rock, DT, just mechanics in general, streams, speed, that sort of stuff. He is like the king. I dare say he is one of the best players in the tournament on that particular skill set. And just in general, because that provides just so much utility. And meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, we're going to have Team 3, which will be Agent 5D, Kosierek. I think Kosierek's like a Polish, like, all-rounder. Have Missio. Interestingly, Missio won the last SCT2 tournament, which was Osu Goodbye Despair. So maybe looking to make a repeat run here. I believe he plays, like, he's pretty good at Loyar. I think he can also play... I don't know if he can play speed. But I know his Loyar is good. I think he's also plays hard rock pretty well. They have Muji, who's been kind of a well-known name in the Hong Kong and the 1K tournament scene for a while. Kind of been inactive for a while, but he is making his return here. We have Raul, who is really good on hard rock aim, but then also pretty solid on mechanics, higher BPM bursts especially. He can play a lot of like more complex burst maps and like finger control. Less of a stamina player, but not too much stamina required in this pool really. Saika 0K1, pretty well known Swedish. He has done a lot of custom maps, but also a pretty well-rounded player as well. I think he's pretty well versed in most skill sets. And Spell CCC and Status, who I won't lie, I have not heard too much about, but we'll see what they're made of in this match. Okay, so get the music back on. Oh, it's still VTuber. Oh no. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's what I have to say about the players. It looks like we're getting into the lobby here. So yeah, we will be playing warm-ups, so it will be a bit of time before we get into the actual pool, it looks like. Okay, different song, finally, let's go. I mean, I guess this is also like arrows. I don't know. The song is better though, at least. Okay, so it looks like they have actually changed the name. Team 3 is gonna be hitting the Globo MC style, but you can't actually see that, so I'm just gonna call them Team 3. It is their fault for not turning in the name change soon enough, alright? The real reason is I don't know how to fix it in laser fast enough, so why I'm not gonna bother. So it looks like they will be playing Critical Tenable as a warm-up. I mean, I guess it's not too much use to talk about the warm-up too much, but it's a pretty cool map. I mean, I think most people in the tournament scene know it pretty well. It's a kind of very flow aim based, 190 BPM with some janky patterning as well thrown in here. So yeah, that's what you'll get to watch in the background for the next few minutes. Yeah, I mean, going into it, well, I guess my analysis is kind of just which players I know, but I do kind of think Bangereng is a little bit favored in this matchup, but Team 3 definitely have some hard hitters as well, so do look forward to seeing if my predictions are right or not, I guess. Yeah, I mean, roughly, my prediction would be, I think Bangereng are probably pretty advantaged on Hidden and GT in particular. But I think Team 3 can probably contest, like, the rest pretty well. But I cannot wait to be spectacularly wrong, as I very often am with commentating without having done too much additional research. Okay, Coast here. Oh my god. Is that a team fail? Okay. Well, that warm-up is going to be cut a little bit short. Not like anyone had any, like, super insane scores, so not too much of a disappointment, I think. But always remember to take no fail on your warm-ups, or else this will happen. Are we deadass gonna play the 160 BPM version of this? Oh my god. Okay, no. That's just what's showing on laser. Okay, they were not. I thought they picked that for warm up. I was like, why? Why though? Dude, I can already tell. I don't know this map. I already tell it's gonna be like the best map of all time. You know when it's like they put AR10 on stuff that's not like 7 stars plus, the map is always just hilarious. Also, the song is seeming to go a little bit raw. Okay, so I guess Hideo is just like not playing or something. Okay, we are just having some great comic relief right now, I guess. I mean, not really comic relief from anything in particular, considering the match hasn't really started at all. Oh my god. This is some high fucking quality mapping. Oh, those jump angles are just beautiful. I mean, at least this will be over with soon. Oh, and those are some nice ass cut streams. Love it. Oh my god, this map is just something else. I have no idea who mapped this, but what a masterpiece. I can't tell if laser is just incredibly off or the mapping is incredibly off in terms of timing. But okay, whatever. This is not the most important thing. Very much a tangent. Yeah, but yeah, we'll be getting into the actual match now. Hideo with the not very fat roll, very skinny roll. We'll see how. Who's the other captain? Kosier can come. Kosier rolls 100! That's the highlight of this match, baby. Highlight. Absolutely. Yeah, it will be getting into the bans now. Or first pick order and ban order, I guess. Hopefully they will pick it in some short time frame, so I'll have something to actually talk about. Yeah, they're just still deciding on... Wait, I thought they get to choose between the pick order or the ban order. It's not just first pick or first ban. I mean, that's how it's normally done. Wait, this is very in the weeds, tournament addict stuff. You know, whatever. But, yeah, we'll just have to await that for anything interesting to happen. But, oh, I also need to revoke Team 3's point here. No, you do not get points from warm-ups, unfortunately. Oh wait, so they will opt for first ban. Awesome. Wait, why would you do that though? Okay, I don't think it really matters at the end of the day, but I just want to go on a bit of a tourney theory rant. First ban is like never beneficial to you ever, because it's just strictly worse than first ban, in my opinion. Actually, it's not too difficult to explain why, but yeah. Okay, so Hideo's team is going to be banning Nomad 3. Okay, so red team. Meanwhile, I can see. Wait, they already banned something. Okay, I just missed it. Okay, I'm gonna scroll. Okay, they banned the free mod one. Alright. I totally missed that. So they're gonna be banning the log off now farm map. What a shame. But okay, so we'll be Bangereng's pick now. Hope we can get some music playing somehow. That would be great. Love when the warm-ups screw everything up. But yeah, on Bangereng's side, I think they could pick Hidden. I think that could work out. Or Speed. Speed is going to be the option to go for. I will pick DC2, which is a very generic speed map. Very commonly pulled in tourneys as of late. I think most speed players have probably played this more times than they've wanted to. It's going to be a very simple RO16 map based on 250 BPM bursts. They're not long at all. You don't need much stamina. You simply need your genetics for short periods at a time. And that's the only thing we tested here. Very minimal aim, very minimal finger control. Yeah, it looks like Bangereng has their picks their roster mostly worked out. Actually, no, Cypher should be on Bangereng's side. Okay, it's gonna be some time before this gets worked out. But 100%, there is no world where Zyfrost doesn't play this for Bangereng. I mean, this is a map he probably just FCs like blindfolded. But maybe I shouldn't be too confident or it won't actually happen. Yeah, Hideo in, no surprise. Very good all-rounder. Yenador also can do fine. He's more of an aim player, but on shorter bursts, I think he can definitely succeed. Meanwhile, on Team 3, I know Saika can probably FC this. I don't know how the rest of the roster does on speed, to be honest. I don't know them to be speed players, but if they want to show what they're made of, now's the time. So yeah, definitely a pick I would pretty favor towards Bangereng, but yeah, Team 3 has the chance to prove us wrong, or prove me wrong in particular. Yeah, you will be seeing in the in-game chat they are called Hitting the Globo MC Style. I am just gonna call them Team 3 because that's what shows on the Laser client, because they changed their name very recently. Yeah, the Good Luck Have Fun's coming out. Looks like we're gonna get started right about now. Finally getting into the match. You know, warm-ups and all make this take a while, so it's kind of been 13 minutes, but finally we are here. So yeah, I mean, like, everyone except Psycha broke on Team 3 so far. That is not the start you want to see. Meanwhile, Bangereng looking very, very solid. Yeah, I mean, they're looking rock solid so far. I mean, their acts are pretty solid across the board as well. Meanwhile, Team 3, mostly having full recovery so far, but Kosierek ain't gonna put a dent in that. Yeah, getting out of the first burst section, everyone in Bangereng is succeeding right now. Psycha, the only FC on Team 3, you gotta find the break. So looking not very good for them right now. Prospects are not high, as Bangereng have the huge combo advantage and also have already banked a 400k score lead. Asian, 5D, finding a break. Also, Kosierek is struggling a lot. You can just tell based on the act. Um, not having much score to speak of at this moment. Probably very unfortunate. They are getting very fourth player issued here, maybe even third player issued. Meanwhile, what can you say to Bangereng? Looking very rock solid. They have 4 FCs this late into the map. Gonna be actually the speed carry finding the break for Cypros. But no worries. With 3 FCs to down, there is no chance of hell of this coming back. They're already doubling Team 3's score, basically. Actually, Stead is recovering pretty decently, but it's the bottom row of players from Agent and Kosierek just really not having on this skill set. And yeah, I mean that score lead bar is basically as far left as it can be. Griffey finds the break, it slows it down a bit, but it's just way too late. The editor finds a break to end it, but however there is still one FC on the board. Hideo. Okay, well, he's gone. It is the captain leading the charge and putting up the best score, basically FCing, and that is a very decisive first point. So yeah, very, very decisive for Bangereng. That is gonna be a good tone to set for them. And hitting the Glovo MC style. Okay, it's just such a mouthful. Team 3. Team 3 have really gotta change the pace here, right? Hopefully able to answer back in equally decisive fashion. But yep, looking at their options for their picks here, Bangereng banned alt, so if they want to try to go for something kind of similar, they could go for Nomad, or they could go for DT3, which is like kind of alt, kind of gimmicky. Or if they want to go something kind of alt adjacent of tech, there's some options in that regard too. Could also go Nomad 4, could also go Hidden 1. Actually, I don't really want Team 3 to pick Hidden, really. But, or they could throw the curveball and everything and go for Nomad 5. Nutshell, a very, very specific kind of skill set needed for that, and also a lot of practice needed. So if they put in the time, they could do it, but they will go for Hidden 1 actually. Okay. So yeah, this map, pretty techy, I guess, for an aim map slot. But it's just mostly just slider jumps at a pretty low BPM, with a screen here and there. So it's pretty generic stuff, pretty standard stuff, just a bit of a light tech element added to it. Most of the roster is going to be maintained from Team 3, but it looks like Bangereng is going to have a lot of substitutions. We're getting Ahop and Griffin. Or it looks like Griffin might be swapped out, but I think the 3 that we're seeing for Bangereng right now are really solid on this. The editor low BPM aim is pretty insane. Ahop, anything tech, he's solid. And Hideo, just anything in general, he's solid. Meanwhile, unfortunately, I do have a bit of a lack of knowledge on the players on Team 3 side. Oh, Sillid for this, our Bangereng. That's actually really good. Yeah, I don't know, I just have pretty high confidence on Bangereng's roster on this particular map. Meanwhile, Team 3 must be feeling like pretty good about this, considering it is their first pick. But they're taking a while to get someone in, which is a little bit concerning to me. Alright, good luck, have funds are out. It will be Status to take the 4th player slot in Team 3. So yeah, let's just get the show on the road. Yeah, I mean, Bangereng mostly kind of changing out like a lot of their roster, or half their roster. Meanwhile, Team 3 is kind of sticking to their guns. They kind of have like a core 3, it seems like. Yeah, a little bit of a fill apart, and then it gets a stream, and then it really gets into the meat of the map. So a little bit of time to chill before sparks start flying. Status fighting a very early break, not a very good sign, but it shouldn't have too much impact on the score. It will give the very tentative lead to Bangereng. First streams, anyone having issues? Nah. Oh, okay. Agent found he overtapped the end of the stream, and actually it will actually be quite a problem with Kosierek breaking. Still did also break, but it's just no one able to hold a combo on Team 3 except Saika. Meanwhile, they did find some breaks on Bangereng to bring out of Yeditor and Sil, but they do still have 2 SCs, so it's definitely the advantage for Bangereng. Yeah, with Saika breaking as well, these are 2 uncontested SCs, and the recovery combo being basically the same between Bangereng and Team 3, so the lead is going to be banked up very quickly on Bangereng's end. Going to be slowed down a bit by Sil breaking, but he was not one of the FCs, so it's not all too critical as things stand. Hideo breaking is kind of big. But the door's not open yet. To open the door, Ahop is gonna give him the keys and give him the break. But not looking like he wants to do that right now. Looking pretty solid in terms of how his cursor aim is looking. Although I will say, actually, Team 3 has probably better recovery now. It does look like they're inching back a bit of the lead. Because across the board, they do have pretty okay combo. Comboing basically half of the map up to this point. Yeah, this next stream part might claim some souls. It claims the Yanitors, but the key is, does it take anyone from Team 3? And the answer is no. Ahop is going to find the break right after it. Actually, they have the opportunity of a lifetime to take this point back. They have all the combos, and Bangereng really have none. State is going to find the break, but it just puts a slight damper on things. Team 3 are really in control here. So yeah, I think that looked really bad for them. They have just turned it on its head by holding with the resilience to find their early breaks, but then still hold the combos for the rest of the map. And yeah, will actually be a pretty solid score put up by Team 3, turning everything around. So yeah, good stuff for them. They kind of took it where I thought they couldn't. And it will be Saika Agent closing out pretty big combos. Kosierek finding a break on the last stream, but still a very respectable 700k. So yeah, not quite as decisive as Bangereng's first pick, but at the end of the day, they come up with a 400k lead, which is nothing to scoff at. And it will be Hideo going straight for DT1, which makes a lot of sense considering just how solid that last DT worked out for Bangereng. I mean, of course, it is a very different kind of DT map. The last one is very pure tapping focus. This one is more aim-based, as you expect from the DT1 slot. yeah, I mean this map, like most BT ones, it brings a decent amount of aim, but the jump spacing is actually not very high because the BPM is extremely high for this star rating. It is a 270 BPM map, and that can be something that throws people off if you're not like a dedicated DT player. Wait, oh, they don't get the big DT one. Okay, well, free mod 3 then. I think their strategy here is pretty clear. They are picking mechanics. But yeah, this map instead, it's going to be more tapping mechanics. This time, not as high of an AR at AR9, which can be a bit nasty to deal with in terms of density when you play with it. But you can of course get around this if you play hard rack and just deal with slightly smaller circles in exchange for the AR10. Yeah, it will be mostly the same roster in terms of speed for Bangereng. Actually gonna get Spell's UCZ in here. I can't speak too much of what his skill set is, but if him being in for this is saying anything, it's probably pretty good at speed. Meanwhile, Team 3 gonna have Agent and Saika in. It seems like they're basically Pharma lobbying. Well, Spell is actually for Team 3, okay. I'm getting confused. Very confused. So instead it will be Grippe coming in for Bangereng instead of... I kind of wish I knew who was the other one on their speed roster, but it looks like he will be playing the Hidden. I believe he is a Hidden Specialist? Or that's what it sounds like based on the chat. I'm kind of just ad-libbing, alright? Meanwhile on Team 3 they still need to get another player in. It will be Steadies. Having the same speed roster in as the last time does not bode very well because that map did not go very well for Team 3. But we'll see what they can do with it. I mean, this is a much lower BPM within the speed category. It's only 220 as opposed to the other one was 255. So maybe they are able to make a better use of stamina here. It's a bit more stamina than raw speed. So in terms of mod choices, actually you're gonna have to be a bit of like a fire and ice situation because Bangereng is gonna be mostly taking it. Meanwhile on Team 3 we're actually gonna be seeing mostly hard rock. I'm thinking Raul must not be here. He would definitely play this hard rock if he was here. So that's actually a really huge hit to Team 3 I think, because I would say Raul is one of their best players. But gonna try to make do with what they have and succeeding so far. Well, they don't have the lead right now, but they have the combo lead, so shortly we'll be going in their direction, barring any further misses. Agent is gonna find some breaks. His ag is kind of concerningly low, and that's kind of what had the lead in Bangereng's favor the whole time to begin with, and it just gave them the time to build the combos back up, and now it's Bangereng back into control. Yeah, especially with the spells he's gonna be missing there. Everything is just up to Saika and Steadies at this point. Yeah, Agent not really having a good time on this one. Yeah, very understandable. It might be like a fourth player issue thing, but Bangereng does not allow you to make those kind of mistakes, especially with them holding 3 FCs, basically 4. All of them hitting that aim pattern that a lot of... Okay. I should just stop speaking, I guess. They missed after that aim pattern that most people messed up on. But to no avail. Does not matter because Team 3 is not doing any better, and the editor is still the only one with the FC. He will be very safely closing this out for Bangereng. Seems like an FC though. I mean, the ending is a little bit dumb in how it transitions. Okay, and he gets caught off guard by that cut as well. Really no one able to combo the ending, except Sedes to his credit, but it is just too little too late. So yeah, Bangereng taking another, maybe not as decisive point, but still winning by quite the margin. 600k, and it did not really look like that was in jeopardy at any point during that map. So yeah, now it's gonna be Team 3's turn to strike back with their own pick. I mean, technically, there have been no breakpoints taken at all so far, but I must say, Bangereng's picks have been looking a lot more solid than Team 3's. Although I guess we don't have a very large sample size for me to say that, so. Yeah, well, let's see what they go for. Oh, they go for Nomad 5. That is spicy. This is one of the spiciest maps in the pool. Nachao. Very well known Hollowings map. A very conceptual map, has a lot of very long sliders to reflect the sustained vocals. And it's a very unique experience to play. I think it's a gimmick in the true sense of gimmick. It's not just a Loyar map. So yeah, you really gotta hope that all your players on your team have practiced this map, because you will not succeed if you do not at least somewhat know the ideas behind this map. The editor is gonna cheese the fuck out of this. Okay, cannot wait to see it. Pay attention to his screen, I guess. Because what he mentions, it is very possible on this map to cheese the very long sliders. Because what you can do is only aim the slider ticks, and that reduces the strain on your aim and your reading by a lot. And then in that sense, you can keep the combo, but you will suffer in terms of accuracy. So it is a trade-off. Yeah, I would say this is definitely one of the more challenging maps in the pool to get an FC on, because it's pretty tricky. It's also pretty long. It's the longest map in the pool, even including the tiebreakers. So there is a chance for a huge pop-off performance on this. I do want to throw back into one of the other matches where Silvari and Cryptocurrency found matching FCs on opposite teams. That was a very sick moment. We'll see if anyone in this lobby is able to compete with that caliber of play. Yeah, it's also a map where it's very entertaining to watch. Because the difference between someone who is nailing everything and someone who is visibly confused is extremely clear to see for all. So I do expect we'll probably see some differences in comfort along those lines, because it's really hard to get a full team of 4 of people who are able to fill this very specific niche. We'll see how these players manage. It will be some time before we get into the big feature of the sliders, but it's very possible to find breaks before then if you mess up on reading some of these doubles alt patterns. Saikon's gonna find a very early break. Not a good sign for Team 3, considering he is their first pick. He should be, in theory, one of their carries, but he is gonna take a backseat for now. Yeah, so I kept finding repeated issues. Meanwhile, everyone is still holding FCs. So that's not a great sign for Team 3. That being said, you do not expect all of these combos to hold by a long shot. A lot of these will not be here in a minute's time. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's happening to Psycho, but he's just not having a good time right now. Not going to speculate into what sort of issues he's having, but it will be up to the rest of his team to try to make this work. Or maybe he'll have a glow up during the harder parts. Always possible. Yep, it is just about now. We are going to get into the PIs, and we're going to see some funny business go down. So far, everyone, not breaking down the first slider, not breaking down the second slider. Still holding it. Oh my god, I can see what Yanider's talking about now. Oh my god. This guy. Aoff gonna find the break, kind of the slider specialist, so that's a pretty good sign for Team 3, who are actually holding through all of this part. Okay, Agent is gonna find a break, but FCs are no longer in favor of them. They're in favor of Bangereng. There are so many cheaters on the screen, dude. But it will be the cheesers of Grippe and Yeneder succeeding in the mission. And going to be the ones to be holding the combo, so showing that the cheese is king really in this lobby right now. But they are up against one FC that is matching for Kosierek, and actually the one with the best accuracy. As well as, I was about to say Saika recovering, but Saika, the Agent, and Yeneder all trading on that one pattern somehow. And so now everything is going to be up to Grippe versus Kosierek. Yeah, I mean, the recovery combo is extremely minimal from anyone besides the FCs. I mean, Status has a bit of combo that's tinily inching it towards Team 3, but it's just not enough for now. Really going to be up to this 1v1 in this next Ki time that will make or break this map for both teams. Alright, here we go. Oh, Kosier putting trades right away with Grippe. So that was almost really bad for Team 3, but for now it's going to limit the damage being done, but they need to put in some work to try to call this lead back. But they do have the potential though, because like, they have no combos on Bangereng's end, and then on Team 3 they have Agent, who is maybe going to hold it out through this second KI. That being said, after the second KI, you don't get much free combo until the next hard slider part. So if Agent wants to bring this back, he really is going to need to work for it by getting through like the most challenging parts of the map. Yeah, everything on his shoulders right now. He is the player to look out for. And he really can do it. And I think that's not in doubt at all. I mean, the score lead is only 100k. So if his team keeps at least matching Bangereng, then he has a chance to have his hero moment. And he is respecting the slider spin. He is following up all the way. No slider tick cheesing here. Meanwhile, like, everyone having issues basically, except Yeneder and Saika. Saika's following him all the way too, so it's kind of the cheesers versus the non-cheesers. And that battle is getting very close. Oh, Saika's gonna find the break though. That is really not it for T3. I mean, the lead is just so small and they're clawing it back slowly, but Agent fighting the miss is gonna put the nail to the coffin. Yeah, it's not enough. The cheesers will prevail. Bangereng gonna take the first breakpoint in this match. Very close fashion, but it is going to be enough. Agent with a frowning face. Unlucky for him that he was not able to match up. Even if he FC'd up to the end with that combo, not sure if it would have made the difference, but it definitely would have been very close. But as things stand, it will be Bangereng taking this point. And with the opportunity now to take it even further because they have their pick now as well. Alright, so now it will be Bangereng's time to try to... okay, they are gonna go straight for the DT1. Actually, they tried to pick this earlier, and then they were told that they weren't allowed to because of double pick rules. So it's not surprising that they still want to play it. Unfortunately, and yes, I do need to complain about this every time it gets played. Unfortunately, this does mean we're subjected to this song again. Unlucky, but it is what it is. I will say, just a teaser for the next pool. I think the next pool, the song choices are a lot more fire. Or, I don't know if I'll say that, but there's a lot less flops. But yeah, so we're gonna see a new face here. It's gonna be Donwing coming in for Bangereng. And as far as I know, he's like a DC aim specialist? I'm kind of just guessing. But... yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some slot switching that needs to take place. Like, Janitor needs to go to Bangereng side. Saika needs to go to Team 3 side. Team 3 must be very short on players because they're having like the same roster for basically every map, or like almost the same roster. Even on maps where it's like very obviously not the ideal roster. And so Bangereng is very, I guess, intelligently taking advantage of their shortfalls right now. Because like Team 3 most definitely don't have Raul, who would be like quite a threat on this kind of map. But he's just not here, so what can they do? Alright, looks like we'll be getting into it. Oh, actually, substitution coming in. We're actually gonna get Spell CCZ in for Team 3. I mean, I don't know how much more comfortable he is on this, but at least we get to see some new faces. Okay, Ref might be a little bit asleep. Unlucky. The editor being a bit temperamental with the warm up. I relate to that, honestly. Like, as a speed player, like if you get me to not play the map for like half a minute, then I feel like I'm not warmed up anymore. Might be like a room temperature issue though as well. between map banter is kind of one of the best things about tournaments. Not gonna lie. It has to have like the right vibe, but if you and your opponents are like, you kind of like know each other or you're like friendly, it's really fun. The ref might have like actually died though. Oh my god. Where is Setsuke? Where is Setsuke? Wait, actually, I think... Wait, Loki. I have rep, so I could... Hang on. Wait, I'm downloading chat for Osu right now. Download Windows. Wait, I'm gonna download the ref client. And try to start the match here. I don't really remember how to do this though, so this also might take a while. Oh, his PC died. How awesome is that? Okay, chat for Osu is installing right now. Okay. Right. Oh, I need my IRC password. What the hell is that? At Yenitor, I'm trying right now. I just downloaded the ref client. Sorry, I don't want to listen to this longer either, okay? It's loading. Apologies for the technical difficulties. It's still loading. My chat for OC is stuck in loading hell, unfortunately. Okay, fuck it. Okay, so, okay, I will be right back on stream. I'm gonna open my actual Osu, and just so we can start the batch. At anyone, in the match, you should invite me. Alright, he's back? Okay. Awesome, I guess. Well, it's not letting me sign in on Bancho either, so I really can't do anything. But I think he's back. It seems like he's back. This is hella scuffed. Apologies. But, okay. It is still not letting me sign in anything. Okay. He's booting everything. Okay, okay. I think the ref has got it. Sorry, I was not able to resolve this any faster. But I'll get the stream back up and everything. Okay. Awesome. Love playing Osu. We're actually gonna play Osu now. How crazy is that? Very slowly loading in. Okay, these are just like literally not gonna load in. Okay, that's so cool. So, I guess we just have no idea who's winning right now. Although, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to imagine that Bangereng is winning right now. Because hitting the Glovo, or I can't even read it, hitting the Glovo MC style is not doing so great on this map, it looks like. Zetis is still FCing though, but the rest of his team is kind of nowhere. And also Donwing is also FCing with Bangereng. So it's not too hard to imagine that Bangereng's winning right now. Of course, you can't know for sure unless you see the actual scores. Okay, Janitor's here. Awesome. Oh wait, they're definitely okay. So they're winning 3v4. So I feel safe to say that Bangereng is gonna take this fight, even without seeing. Last player. Okay, finally, we get to watch the last 10 seconds of the map properly. Let's go. Okay, yeah, they are just winning by a lot. Alright, we did this much. No one FCA, but there are a lot of near FCs from Bangereng. And also to hitting the global styles credit also Status almost FCing. Wait, is that an FC? No, that's not an FC. But yeah, I mean just overall team comfort is a lot better for Bangereng here. And that's gonna put them up 4-1. Almost winning this match here. So yeah, Team 3's time to try to take anything off of Bangereng here. But so far the only thing they've won is the hidden aim map. It's also kind of techy, so like maybe they could go for other tech maps. Also they could go for the other hidden map. Actually, I kind of don't think they should do that, but... Yeah, so, I mean, it's still up in the air what they want to go for. Based on their current picks, I can definitely see like a Nomad 4. It's honestly not that similar to the other maps they make, so I don't know how good of an idea that is. They can always just say, screw it, and go 3-2. That would be entertaining. I don't know if there's like a time or anything where they're needing to pick. I certainly hope there is. So they're rolling for a pick, that's awesome. Love to see it. It exudes confidence. We did hard rock too, okay. But yeah, I mean, in my my view, the problem with this pick is that they don't have Raul, and they also don't have Misio, which is like two players that I think would definitely be playing on Team 3 side. It seems like neither of them are even at this match. Meanwhile, Bangereng, it seems like they're at full power, so don't want to lose hope too early, but I don't think things are looking too good based on that. Also, Psych is not even in the lobby right now. I think he can't play Precision though, so probably he's just practicing or something. Or he was on the other side of the client and I didn't see him. I just realized Asian 5D. I just realized he does like those collab maps with like Vermasium on the like 8-star stream maps. This guy's like a mapper as well. Okay, this is very irrelevant, but I'm just waiting for the map to start. Alright, so we're gonna get into it now. Oh my god, Gripping, what happened? Oh wait, that was probably just Banjo, but it looked like he missed that entire stream. He's gonna trade it out as well. The back is definitely in favor of Team 3 though. So far, not many breaks besides the initial two that won't have too much bearing. So really we're gonna play the laning game. I mean the Ags are actually quite a ways better on Bangereng's side now. They have to recover much better. Of course, Eric's gonna find a break. He's gonna be traded by Hawk. Grippy's gonna find a break as well. Which should be really not good for Bangereng's side. Because they are now 2 FCs to 3, so they're in very dangerous territory. Showing that they still have some hope left on their last pick here, or what could be their last pick. Griffin kind of continuing to find issues, finding very repeated breaks, so not exactly what you want to see, and that will bring the lead straight over to Team 3. Yeah, everything can change on this last part. I think this is where the jumps get the biggest. Stanny's gonna find a break. That is not good at all. Here's one of their FCs. Asia's gonna find the break as well. Actually, I think there's enough time that Bangereng can try to take some of it back. Actually, no. He dropped a lot as well. So it's not gonna be the case. And Team 3 is actually gonna take it. With like some of their signature hard rock players gone, actually. So good stuff to them. But yeah, so now we're going to be on to Bangereng's last pick, and from what I've seen, it's just been a mechanics abuse angle from Bangereng. So if they want to continue on that theme, they can absolutely go for Hard Arc 1, which is very burst-focused map, or not really focused, but it has a lot of bursts. It's very easy to get tapping capital. I mean, it might seem counterintuitive because they just lost Hard Rock, but it's a very, very different kind of map. point for Nova too, actually. So I guess it is also a mechanics map, but it's a very different kind of mechanics map. This one is very focused on simple streams, basically. It is a stamina training map. I mean, I don't think I need to describe to you what this map is all about. Everyone has already played it. Stream players, and especially non-stream players, have played this map plenty of times, I feel. Yeah, it's gonna be Bon Appetit S, or maybe better shortened to Blend S in this game. Sierra talking about having to play this, yeah, it's just really unfortunate because that tends to happen when you have like two of your really good players gone in Missio and Raul. Like, you're gonna have people filling stuff they really don't want to fill, and this might be a very bad instance of that. So like Frost talking about how this is an aim map. I must admit I kind of agree, even though I know that's a bad opinion. Stream players stick together sort of thing. But yeah, I am hoping to see it. Dude, the Kosirek shred blow up. Let's make it happen. I mean, I don't know how likely that is, but yeah, have to imagine it's pretty favorite to Bangereng because they've just won every mechanics map so far, but this is a different kind of mechanics. BPM is not nearly as high. You still need your fair share of tapping stamina. It looks like Chideo kind of faltering a little bit. He is going to be the first break let up. Spell's going to be by the next break. As it tends to happen on this map, anytime you miss, it's going to be a big pain miss because of my favorite mechanic, no block. Spells finally repeated breaks, not even in virtue of no block, just multiple times that's looking up. So that first will trade it though, so it'll limit the lead for Bangereng. It still has the advantage, I believe. Not really in terms of combo. I mean, their combo's such a good machine. However, Spells to be finding like a lot of repeated issues. Not very much not being comfortable at all on this map. That's gonna be very foreboding for Team 3, especially this post here. It seems like he might have reached the end of his rope in terms of stamina by now. Meanwhile, Bangereng is still 3 players strong. Actually, no, only 3 players strong. 3 MCs facing up against 2. So I'm not sure about Psychus SS right now, as much as I don't want to curse it. First big stream, hits it. I don't know, that one particular stream has kind of high spacing, but then like somehow very comfortable to play. But anyways, Light Frost can miss on some. I can't tell if he missed on some other jumps, but he's getting traded by Kosirek, finding much more issues with changes as well. Especially with space streams, most of the players are doing like pretty fine on. It's just kind of the long-term stem game shoot that's really hitting Team 3 right now. Yeah, it seems like stream spacing is kind of irrelevant for all of these players. We find the breaks on a lot of more random parts. Side cross on some slider jumps, and then Rosie and Kosirek just kind of having some issues in general. Gotta shout out, I mean, the acts on the MCs from Team 3 are actually a lot better than the acts from Bangereng, or maybe not a lot better, but like substantially. RIP Psychus SS is gone, sadly. He still has a chance to close it out with like 1-100, which would still be a bloody admirable play. Okay, not 1-100 anymore. Until then, I'm gonna stop talking about him. I don't want to influence too much. But yeah, this point is very solidly in favor of Bangereng. I mean, they did have for the FC to kill. And they're found very random right there. So there's not much you can do that against that when you're third player to issue. But yeah, it will be Citizen Psycha closing out some pretty good FCs as well though. So good stuff from them. Psycha with the highest FC here for 100s. But actually I don't think any of Bangereng FC'd except Dunwing. But anyways, good scores. Mostly across the board. And congratulations to Bangereng putting up some pretty good scores throughout this match. And good luck to Team 3 in the Boosters bracket.